for the Howie Carr Show.
I am telling you, as I sit here, I have told you the facts on COVID from day one.
Looking good. Almost done. And there, done.
What have you done?
I painted the truth. I painted my truth.
Live from the Matthews Brothers Studio.
Well, what about Hunter Biden getting $500,000 for painting, and he never painted before?
She loves his sculptor.
Whoa! What the hell are you doing? You can't throw art in the trash.
Oh, that wasn't art, it was garbage.
Obviously, this is a problem, an ethical problem, one of optics, but also just from a practical perspective. I find it hard to believe that there is any such thing as a blind sale when you're purchasing art from the president's son.
The sheer brazenness of both Hunter Biden and his father where it comes to scandals.
Could you imagine if my kids did that? Could you imagine?
Swabs, hacks, and moonbats beware. It's Howie Carr.
I think I may ask the president about that when he's on this afternoon. What would happen if Donald or Eric or even Barron decided to hire a jailbird from California to run an art gallery and selling his paintings, his quote-unquote paintings, for $500,000? I think there would be a mass explosion of moonbats' heads across this nation. Welcome to the Howie Carr Show. We do have Donald Trump on schedule today for the third hour of the show.
Yeah.
Let's give a hand to that big crowd here at that Fruit Gunworks in Hyannis. We announced a few days ago we would be here today, and guess what? I think we have a bigger crowd than Joe Biden did in Ohio last, and he was supposedly on national TV, and a live thing. Well, we are is on Facebook. So anyway, it is great to be here, and we'll be here all afternoon. 844-500-4242 if you would like to join us. And Rachel Rollins has been nominated to become the next U.S. attorney for Boston. Not unexpected, but she's only been the DA for less than about 2 years, I guess. And so this will be an indication too when she gets the job. Then Charlie Parker will have a chance to appoint the new district attorney, and that'll be a good indication of whether he's running for re-election or not, because they'll be after him to appoint another wokester for the job. And we'll see what he does. I'm guessing, if I had to guess, I'd guess woke. He's going to go woke. Everything has been woke with Charlie for a very long time. But anyway, as we always like to start off with the new Joe Biden cut. Do you guys like Joe Biden cuts?
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah. There are some skeptics. They think we overdo it. That we've made our point with the first 8,000 Joe Biden cuts.
You know who the skeptic is? It's the mailer manager. She's anti-Joe Biden cuts.
There are a couple other ones too, but not a lot. I think it's time though. I haven't even listened to these cuts. The only cut I've heard is the one where he comes down and there's speculation about what he says. When he's kind of stumbling towards the press to ask about the illegal aliens bailout. See, I can't make it out. I heard what everybody is hearing earlier, but just now I didn't hear it. Did you, Grace?
What everyone's been hearing earlier, can we be a little more specific, please?
Well, you tell them.
My butt's been wiped. That's what it sounds like he's saying. No, but I'm not making that up. That's what Twitter thought he was saying, was my butt's been wiped. It was trending on Twitter for 14,000 weeks. And Howie, the scariest part of that cut, and Taylor would probably agree, is that the reporters are acting like he said something really funny, or like they understood what he meant. That's how crazy these trained SEALs are, that he says absolute gibberish, and they go, good one.
He does have the helicopter in the background. That is convenient. For the president. I mean, Trump used that as a crutch himself.
But if you said something that was nonsensical, I wouldn't start laughing. I would say, "What'd you say?"
No, you're right. No, that's true.
They're crazy.
Well, they're not crazy. They're in the satchel, as they say. They're in the tank. They are trained SEALs. But we've got a lot of stuff here. Taylor, do you want to select? Like I said, I haven't heard these. Do you want to select the lead cut here this afternoon?
Sure. This is from earlier this afternoon press conference marking the 31st anniversary of the American Disabilities Act. And there was a disabled woman there who was commemorating the event, and Joe Biden was asking where her mother is. In fact, it was like a stand-up Chuck.
Remember Stand-Up Chuck, the Pennsylvania state senator who was there, and he said, "Stand up, Chuck," and oh, that's right, you're in a wheelchair, right? Okay, so this is cut 11.
By the way, where's Mom? Mom, is she here? Oh, she's watching. Okay, I thought you looked there and said, Mom was out there. I was going to ask her to stand up, but Mom, you can't stand up if you're home.
She's with Chuck. They're waiting for the early bird special to start. All right. So then Then of course he always gets words mixed up, especially if it starts with one letter. He goes to immediately the word he's thinking of that starts with that letter. And he had the same problem with mentioning Bob Dole, who, Bob Dole, I think is 98 years old. He's got cancer, but I assume he was there today. But this is Joe Biden talking about Bob Dole, cut 12.
It was personal to Bob Dole as well, who lost the use of his right arm in a heroic effort during World War II, who laid out in a hospital for almost 3 years. His injury is listed, and they've also lasted an entire lifetime.
His injury listed and lasted. Okay, thank you. Then earlier in the weekend, he appeared at a fundraiser for Terry McAuliffe, the Clinton administration bundler, who was the governor of Virginia, term limited out. He's left, so now he's running again, and so he's trying to raise some money, and so first he introduces Governor Northam. Now Governor Northam, as you know, some people say, I prefer Governor Northam in blackface. Others say I prefer him in his Klan outfit, because he's been photographed in both garb. But Joe really loves the guy. And again, Joe was good buddies with many of those Southern segregationist senators back in the 70s. He was bosom buddies, BFFs with Robert Byrd, the former exalted Cyclops. Served with Harry Byrd Jr., who, his father's statue was just torn down in Virginia. Cut 1.
First off, it goes without saying how much I appreciate your current Governor Ralph Northam, by the way.
Yeah, again, he loves him in blackface. Now, and it wouldn't be a Joe Biden appearance without him confusing a couple of states. Cut 2.
Thank God the governor of of Alabama had one of the lowest vaccination rates in the country.
Alabama, Arkansas, what the hell? 508 says, who's in better shape, Bob Dole at 98 or Joe Biden at 78? I think we know the answer to that. All right. Then he mentions the Prime Minister of Japan, cut 3.
The Japanese Prime Minister, who, as I invited him the first person to come to the White House head of state, he made it real clear.
I invited him to the first person to the White House head of state. Huh? Try to diagram that sentence. All right. How's the cough doing? How many times have I told Dementia Joe to buy some Ludens or Smith Brothers? It doesn't matter which one, just something here. Cut 7.
He said, Joey, it's about a little breathing room. That's all people are asking for. It's a little bit of breathing room.
Get this man an iron lung, please. Come on. And of course, another hardy perennial of the Joe Biden sound cut cavalcade is confusion of numbers. Cut 9.
The Virginia economy boomed. 200,000 jobs created. Unemployment went down in every single county.
Did he say the Virginia economy or the Virginia comedy? I think
The
he said-
Virginia comedy boom.
The comedy scene.